couldn't do much yesterday given the Sunday game, and we just tried to get ourselves refreshed a little bit. Watched a lot of film, did a little weights, walked through some things. Look forward to today's practice. We'll have to keep it short again. Playing a team Nebraska that it's experienced. It's got probably one of the older teams as far as age in the league. They've always been talented. Now I see a newer chemistry with them that they're playing as well as anybody in the league right now. Petaway might become the best player in the league. And then Gallego, the way he can shoot. I mean, this is a tremendous basketball team. So we're very fortunate to get that win there. Many of you saw that. We're going to have to, and we played really well. We're going to have to do the same thing again. We played really well.
Coach, we're going to start off with Dan.
So against Indiana, Nick basically was just high the whole game, felt pretty intact. How will this game really be different? How do you see him?
Well, it depends. We see all different defenses. That's the conundrum we go through every game is how are they going to play Nick, how are they going to play Glenn, how are they going to play the ball screen. We have to be able to adapt. So I can't tell you how it will be different. I do say the same things I said this morning. 3 things, just like with Glenn. We got to do a better job getting him open. He's got to do a better job of getting open, right? And his teammates have to do a better job of getting open. So staff, coaches, everybody, it's all on it.
Brandon?
Kind of along that line, it's easy to ask, how do you plan on game planning for Nebraska the second time? With teams seeing you the second time, do you foresee people kind of handling you guys differently? And how so?
We copy each other like crazy. I mean, you just watch. Like, I would think a lot of other coaches are just like me. I don't watch any basketball. I came home last night and saw Syracuse play Notre Dame. I said, shut it off. I don't want to watch any basketball because all we do is watch each other all day long. So you are always copying each other. So whether it's offense, whether it's defense, but you might spend hours anticipating a particular move that never happens. So, but you got to try and prepare the best you can.
Have you seen any defenses start to do things differently in these last few weeks, dramatically? Or
yeah, I mean, every game there's a different plan, and we got to figure it out. And you'd have to study film with us, and you'd have to understand a game plan. You'd have to do that to be able to see that and just say, okay. And I'm telling you, it could be the difference of the guy being here or the guy being here. I mean, it's just the turn of the feet sometimes of how they're going to play you, and that's. And you got your guys are trying to do that, and we're in a week right now where we can't practice as long because it's of the 3 games in a week. We can't even practice as long, so it's difficult. But we just keep moving on.
Rob?
From a psychological standpoint, how important is it? You've done a good job of this over the past few years of not getting into losing streaks, but you want to bounce back from the loss with a win, so you don't get into bad habits or emotionally falling off any kind of cliff.
Well, you look at around the country, and it happens to everybody. They just keep going. They try to win, and a break somewhere could go the other way. And I watch some really good teams go through it, and you just try and avoid it. You just try and get ready for the next game and do the best you can. Forget about the past, forget about the next day. Concentrate on that game and try to get that W because that's the only thing you can control. Whether it's a losing streak, whether it's a winning streak, doesn't make a difference. When that ball goes up or that practice for that game, get that one done.
Nebraska was losing some of their quote-unquote bigger games earlier in the year. They've kind of been able to change that a little bit these past few games. You mentioned Petaway in the experience that they have. Is it just a case of that, or is it a case of a team getting it together and kind of learning how to win?
First of all, they have a terrific coach. Tim Miles has really done a good job. Now, you assembled this group of talent. Several transfers. I think 3 maybe transfers. They had 2 junior college players, and then they had Gallego, and then the New Zealand young man. Now they throw them together, and you got all this talent. But we all know that talent is never enough. You have to have chemistry. You have to have timing. You have to have a lot of great things. As each game that they play, all this great talent that Tim's brought in is getting more and more comfortable with what he's trying to do, what he and his staff are trying to do. And that's been a big difference for them.